Ai haƙuri Allah ya so.
Abin da Inuwa ya yi wa Sani yana burge mu. Ya sa shi cikin ciyawa.
Sani ne a saman mataki. Allah shi ya nufa ya haye mataki. Yau ga ciyawan Sani ya zo. To a yi ɗin masu kafa da kaushi.
The key success in terms of what His Excellency is doing is that we already know where we are going to. He's a visionary leader. He has already identified where the state was when he came in and where he intends to lead the state. So it was very easy for us to adopt a mentor in him because we are all focusing on where the tomorrow is going to be. And I can tell you one of the achievements of His Excellency is his ability to identify good leadership, and that he has identified us. Most of us were not even politicians, but he has made us to be one today by providence that has happened today, and people give the credit to him and to Almighty Allah. For the local government council, I can say it and continue to repeat it, that all the credit goes to His Excellency Mahmoud Inuwa. We have came on board, found out that there is a structure that is working. So for us is to try as much as we can to replicate what is happening at the state level to go down to the local governments. And as history will have it, he's one of the governors that we have in this country that has decided to go down to the grassroots. So for us to set the record straight, he has a medical facility in each of the 114 wards in the state, functional facilities. There are schools in almost all the 114 wards now, functional. So for us, we know the responsibility of local government that has to do with primary education, primary health, the issue of security of lives and properties of the people. So this had been the focal point of His Excellency. That's why I said when we came on board, we found something that was working. So it's just for us to adopt and see how we can be able to bring it down to the grassroots. You made an example regarding the issue of budget process. We adopted the same thing. We have a community engagement. We brought all the CSOs and everybody on board at the local government level. That's why we are doing copy and paste. So for us, we feel the entire 11 of us belong to the same party. So there's a party manifesto, and there's also a development plan already designed by His Excellency. Even though we have our own peculiarities, and that's why he's giving us that leverage to always go there, find the feelings of your people, so that the projects will now reflect what your people want. So we have our areas of comparative advantages. There are places like, for instance now, in Balanga, a project that has to do with Balanga Dam is happening. I cannot claim to have that in Gombe. Well, and of course, the issue of some form of arrest that has to do with youth unemployment in Gombe is also one thing that you will not go to, for instance, other local government and find out that. So we have our own peculiarities, but generally speaking, in terms of the focal areas, we all adopt the approach of His Excellency, and it's working perfectly well. The law didn't say that the local government and state government shouldn't work together, just like the way the federal government and state government are working together. So we are working together for the interests of all. And to be frank with you, if the state government is bringing in something to complement what the local government is doing, so I feel the journey is going to be great. So for us in Gombe, I want to conclude by saying that we are creating a model for the country. One of the achievements that Gombe State has ahead of many other states is that we are peaceful, we are peace-loving people, and that we are at an advantage because the resources that is in the state commensurate with the number of our population. If properly harnessed, we are going to find it very easy to be able to meet our developmental plans. The key areas of local government's responsibility has to do with primary health, primary education, and most especially on the issue of, you will see cumulatively, our governor is being celebrated nationwide in terms of what he has done to the health sector, the models he has created, and also on the issue of education. When he came on board during the first tenure, there was a declaration of state of emergency in Gombe State, which eventually has changed the narration today. We are among the best that produce good results in the WIAC, which is cumulative efforts of the governor, and most especially on the engagement of 1,000 teachers to fill the gap of certain areas that were identified to have some weaknesses. Now, having made this as a background, I want to talk specifically on Gombe local government area and in terms of the relationship with the state government. I want to tell you that we feel the engine room of any administration or office are the civil servants. So the first thing we did is to change the entire mindset of the people there, to tell them that you can do it. And by doing so, we decided that let us think inward. When we came on board, we realized that some consultants were engaged to collect revenue on behalf of the local government. When we came, we decided to tell the consultants to go and encourage the staff to go out there and improve what we have. So when we came on board, we found about 19 million naira in the account. And today, as I speak to you, we are around 147 million. And all these things were done by the staff themselves. And secondly, my handover note wasn't so clear to me, because there are assets that were meant to be for the local government, which I didn't find it in the record, but people are telling me that these belong to this local government. And I can assure you, 60 to 70 of those things now are now back and belong to the local government. And I think history will remember us on this. We have run a bit.
Ai haƙuri Allah ya so.
Abinda Inuwa ya yi wa Sani yana burge mu.